This is a heart truth training through love. This is a quantum dimensional shift, 3D to 5D and beyond. Heart truth brain retraining. Using love to shift resistance. Step 1. The L in love. Listen to what is being sent. Allow and become aware of what your body is mirroring to you through your conscious and subconscious energies. Bring your attention to the feeling or the emotion, the story, the narrative you are presencing with in this moment, and acknowledge it. I am in this moment, in recognition of what I am experiencing, allegiance with that does not feel like my true self. So I am doing anxious. I am doing distrust of my body, fear of not returning to a healthy, harmonious, normal body. So I gesture with my hands as I tap my heart, shift, shift, shift. As if you're telling yourself to shift being in allegiance with this lie that does not feel good to my heart. Shift, shift, shift the wholeness of who I am. Step 2, the O in love. Offer and orient new patterns. First, the breathing pattern, and second, a new orienting pattern. See if you can consciously find where this uncomfortableness is stored in your body. For me, it is stored in my legs when I walk, in my head, feeling a little woozy, not trusting, in my solar plexus, my second chakra, and pretty much in my whole body. So I fold my hands over the area of my body, and since I have various areas, I touch them all, and then I come and I put my hands on my heart. And I breathe a focused breath into the area. Or areas, while validating the experience through contracting the area. I continue to breathe in and out in a heart math meditation style, or a style that feels right for me. Breathe in and out a mantra that feels good to your heart. I am doing better and better. I am going to be okay, and I trust this. Now orient outwards and focus your intention outside your body, and notice an object as you continue to breathe. Bring your awareness back into the body. I noticed a stapler, red and black, a distance away from me. And now I'm bringing my awareness back into my body as somatic presencing with the present moment. And I notice that I can feel the seat that I'm sitting on. I can feel being supported by the ground as my feet touch the floor. And I feel the body in the present moment as I rub my fingers together, as I touch my face. Step 3. Visualize the V in love. Your true self values. What is your heart training for? What are your adjectives to live by? Mine is certainty and confidence. So, first, in step 3, we are going to ground our body. You can use whichever method works for you, but this is the one I like for me. I imagine this white ball of light coming in through the top of my crown chakra, into my head, into my throat, and down into my heart. And when it gets into my heart, it opens up this field, this quantum field. It opens up to the 4th dimension, getting me ready for the 5th dimension. Leaving the 3rd dimension and trusting. I call upon the soul, which I call Spirit of Unconditional Love. The S is for spirit, the O is for of, the U is for unconditional, and the L is for love. So I am connecting with this spirit of unconditional love. And I imagine this energy dropping down the rest of my body, all the way down into the resonance, the heartbeat of the earth. One long line of golden ball, white light all the way down. Taking all of my doings, taking them, transmuting them, transforming them from the 3D world to the 5D and beyond. And then it comes back up to my heart, and then up to the top of my head, grounding me all the way up to the heavens, to the sky, to the nothingness, to the quantum field, to the unified field, the oneness, the unity, the wholeness, the true self of who I am, my adult main personality. And I can feel this presence, this loving presence in me, this trusting, and I feel safe and at one when I am connected with Source. And this white light is immersing in my whole body, filling it with all these little warm fuzzies. And I can feel a smile on my face. And I continue to tap my heart, accepting that I am shifting. The second part of step 3 is to visualize. So here you move from the protective self to your true authentic self, the limitless self, remembering your original trigger. For me, it was distrust of body feelings. Asking yourself now, what would you like to feel like instead? And that is your I am. I am certain. I am confident of living my true self values. Who would you be without fear or limitation? I would be creative and active. If you knew you couldn't fail, what would you do? I would walk and move more, as I am getting ready to train for a marathon. I see myself at the track being adventurous. Now picture this aspect of you, this limitless self. What do you look like? I look strong, healthy, trusting, safe. How do you walk? I walk with strength. How do you behave? I behave with confidence and certainty that life is always working out for my good. How do you move in the world? I move with ease and joy and happiness. Be as creative and detailed as you can. Use as many senses as possible while visualizing your authentic self. I know that I am resilient. I can handle the tensions of life. No matter what comes my way, I have the tools and the skills to handle it with ease, with grace. Step 3, Part 3, the third part, is to choose a symbol that represents this aspect of you while picturing this true, authentic self. And my symbol is a heart for love. It is a rose in the heart for the messiness of humanity, the tensions that I can always handle, the certainty that I can get through anything, and the rainbow coming out of its side with a balanced life, balanced chakra, and freedom. Now visualize what it's like to move in the world with this new feeling of your past, present, or future with as much detail. What are you doing? I am at the track. It is one of my greatest values in life to stay strong and healthy and have endurance to do whatever I want to do anytime I want. What does it look like here at the track? Well, it looks like it's a clear day. And I'm smiling. And I have my hands up in the air as the wind blows in front and the side and all around me. It's a sunny, cloudy day. There are trees around. I notice the bleachers. There's people walking with their kids. There are kids on the football field throwing footballs at each other and kicking soccer balls. And the track under me feels so smooth. My body feels strong, certain, and I'm walking with confidence. And as I walk, I turn to my right and I tell Frank, I'm going to do a lap. I'm going to run a lap. Do you want to run with me? And he smiles and says, sure. He goes, but you've been training a lot longer, so be gentle with me. And Paula laughs and says that she's going to keep walking. I say, okay, Mommy. So we begin to jog, a gentle jog. And I grab Frank's hand and I hold it as I jog. Not the most comfortable way of jogging. So I let it go and I continue to jog. And we finished our first lap, jogging side by side. And he's just looking at me in awe of, I can't believe that you could do that with such ease. Look at you. Look at how far you've come. I'm so proud of you. He hugs me, lifts me up, and spins me. And we are just so in the moment. We finish walking, and then we run a whole mile. By the time we're done with the hour, we've done 3 miles and a half. I have sweat running down my face. I grab a towel out of my bag. I clean off the sweat. I stretch my legs. I lay on the grass. And I feel Mother Nature on my back. Frank lays down. We're there for a few minutes, letting our bodies come back to center. And it feels good. It feels amazing. I know in my heart that when I take care of my body, I am living my true values. I am living and I am honoring my body. Thank you. Step 4 is the E in love. Elevate engagement with your heart and soul to the wholeness of who you are. And feel the creation of transformation. Feeling as deeply as you can, teaching the body a new chemistry. Seeing your symbols and colors, invigorating your senses. Elevate appreciation, tell your heart the truth, and thank yourself and your parts for doing the work. Thank you. Thank you so much for doing this work on a daily basis. As I hug myself so that I can be in somatic presencing, I take a deep breath and I feel the appreciation for this beautiful body, for my body, my heart, my soul, my mind, all living in one mono-personality. And I say congratulations, I am so proud of you. And Frank looks at me and he says, congratulations, baby. You are the healthiest of all of us. I am so proud of you. And I just smile and laugh and feel amazing. And I bring in my symbol, my heart with my rose and my rainbow. I bring it to the top of my head, and then I see the rainbow colors flooding into my body, flooding, balancing my chakras, balancing my life and being in harmony with nature. And I am free. I am free like an eagle to soar in the sky. I am free like a butterfly who's come out of its cocoon, flying, emerging into life. And I feel great. Now, if you notice any resistance to this heart brain retraining, the next part is to do the attunement to the resistance that you felt. So I had a little bit of resistance, and I'm going to do the attunement, and you can follow along, and if you didn't have any and you're done, awesome. So we'll move on to the attunement to help resolve any resistance that you might have felt during your brain retraining practice. And often resistance has to do with resisting expressing our true self, because parts of us feel afraid that we can't have what we want. So I'm asking permission to connect with the superconscious field. So now take a moment to see your desired visual image. And for me, that's easy because I just did it. I was at the track. So the one that you attempted in the brain retraining, see the experience that you wanted to have, the values you wanted to be living, see the personality virtue itself coming in through, and imagine this on the right hand side of the body. Some certain confidence. I go through life with ease and strength. I trust my environment. I trust my body. I trust my health. And I feel safe in this world. Then on the left hand, bring to your mind any resistance you might have felt or noticed while trying to do your brain retraining. So what came up for you? What are the upsetting thoughts or feelings or sensations in your body? What was a distraction or maybe a focus on the fear that your body couldn't handle doing what you want to do? Just feel that resistance energy in your left hand side. And on my left hand, look at the way my body, my head feels. Like this won't happen. I feel a bit sad and uncertain. I feel a bit wavered. And my heart just feels like crying. Just feels like here we go again. As I'm bringing up other resistance that's showing up for me that I have no control over, but it's showing up for me. So it's showing up for me because of the state that I'm in. So superconscious higher self, do you see the difference between these two brain states? The desired result on the right and the resistance on the left? Do you see the neurological and energetic pattern of the brain state consciousness, brain state superconscious higher self? The purpose of this attunement is to make it easier for the adult main personality, the true self, to visualize living true values and living a life they love. So the purpose is to let superconscious higher self know how to make it easier. Superconscious, please bring forward any protective parts, memory structures, rules, fear-based emotional holding patterns, and the active experience to be seen and understood by the main adult personality. True self, highlight all of those protective pathways and energy pattern for the attunement today. Prepare the true self to be able to merge with them, to give them an updated perspective, to merge the past, the present, and the future. Superconscious higher self, bring forward any memory structures that are resisting this visualization. Prepare our parts and aspects that are ready to be repatterned today, ready to be treated, and then continue to breathe into the heart, remembering that your true values are the safest and most healing things for your good, for your greatest good. Superconscious, treat and repattern the memory structure that is running the fear that is saying, I am not okay. I'm afraid I can't have what I want, so I don't want to imagine it. I am not okay. I'm afraid I can't have what I want, so I don't want to imagine it. Find the part saying, I am afraid. I can't have what I want, so I don't want to imagine it. So I don't want to imagine a pattern to be remodeled and integrated into my true self. Now forming a massive change of history around this pattern, updating that part to all possibilities, updating the part to the truth, to understanding how the body retains its function for choosing, the limbic, bringing in the possibility that my body can do that desired visual practice. Maybe my body can handle what I want. Superconscious higher self, please treat this memory pattern that might be saying, my body can't do this. And remember, these resistance patterns are just memories. They only know the past. So superconscious higher self, please teach my true self how to merge with the scared part. The protective part, and give it a new perspective, teaching it that was then and this is now, and my body is developing new capacities. It's changing because I'm becoming the dominant brain state. Superconscious, merging the scared part with the adult part and in the highest and best way for me. In a massive change of history, thank you. Superconscious, whenever a nervous part is trying to interfere with the creative visualizations, please teach the true self how to be the stronger inner voice, the most dominant leader. Please teach the true self how to be the stronger inner voice, the most dominant inner leader. The most dominant brain state. Teach the parts to follow the command of my true self, to teach it to follow what it chooses, right? Remember, our inner identity follows the strongest voice. The limbic system follows the strongest voice. So as you are listening, take a moment to become clear in your dominant personality. What do you choose for your life? What do you want to experience from your main adult personality? Become undivided and really go for it. This is how you teach your body to follow your lead via the certainty of this voice. I want this. I choose this. I trust my body and brain to follow my lead as I become certain superconscious higher self. So please treat any parts afraid of disappointment. What if we will visualize this and it does happen? I don't want to feel the grief. Remind these parts from the memory structure that the main adult personality is growing stronger. And can hold space for grief and joy, good times, and messy imperfections of life. As you imagine your adult personality being able to hold space for these parts, see your hands start to come together towards each other, and your adult main personality, true self, is growing more dominant. Maybe you're feeling the energy between your hands starting to get warm, starting to feel these corresponding parts and the true self merging into an undivided inner mind. The adult's main personality can handle it and be with it. The body works best this way. That's right. The body works best this way. Slowly brings your hands together. Higher self, please treat the sentence until it is true. I am better off and safer choosing to live my values and being my unapologetic, authentic self. Don't need to focus on fixing my body to have a good life anymore. I have higher and better goals instead. Start seeing your hands coming together, touching each other at your fingertips, touching and then slowly bringing your hands towards your heart, touching your heart, your main adult personality, and slowly bringing your hands together towards the heart. Get more clear on what you could merge with your scared memory structure of the past, one whole mono personality. The body runs best when all parts are connected and there's a healthy adult making decisions for the greater good of the whole superconscious higher self. Bring all restricted and repatterned memory structures into the matrix of the universe, down through the body. Thank you so much for the attunement, for the assistance. Disconnecting now.